and share my screen if I need to write something in it. Okay, let's get started. Well, my first question about shopping and part one. So, how do you feel about shopping?
Um, to be honest, shopping is my cup of tea. I've always keen on trying new things and uh, s- uh, buying new things that I never had before. So I think it's become part of my teenage life, and I guess it's as other like usual teenage girl, they love shopping too.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, so just that is the only point here. You said cup of my tea, my cup of tea, that was really good, perfect, but it's better to use it in negative form. So if you want to say that you like, so say I'm into, to be honest, I'm into shopping. I'm a big fan. For example, I'm super into shopping. Okay. And if you want to say you don't like, say, yeah, that's not my cup of tea. So it's better to use this idiom in a negative form. Of course, if you use it, it's okay. But this is actually a better choice if you use it in negative form. Well, okay. So, and tell me, uh, do you like shopping on the internet?
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of online shopping because I find it much more accessible to buy things online because it doesn't require me any transportation or time, so I can do it whenever I want to. So
Yeah, of course. Very good. First of all, shopping online. So here you need to use shopping first and after that. Okay, shopping online. So you are a big fan of shopping online or you really enjoy. And you know that you can also use just, do you know anything about the use of auxiliary to emphasize your answer? For example, when I say I do like, so do you know the structure? Do you know if we want to emphasize in our answer, especially about, when you like, when you enjoy something, you can use auxiliary. I do agree. I do like, I do enjoy. So you can use this. And after that, that was really good. So, but try to use different verbs. Like, for example, you said buy. Buy, of course, is okay. But why not pick up, purchase? Why not? You can use the other actually synonyms, and it's good here in this question. It's really good to use a new word. And do you remember that we learned shop around? It means to check the prices in different stores, the same product in different stores. So you can say, of course, shopping online provide this opportunity to shop around easily. So it means I can see different websites, different stores, and I can check and compare prices. So again, you can use a new word here. Let me say something. As I told you, if I want to give you maybe structure like a formula or a tip that help to improve and to boost your score. For example, if your answer is 2 lines or 3 lines, in 2 or 3 lines, two new words can be one idiom. You can omit idioms. Sometimes we don't need it. Okay, if you can use, that's perfect. If not, maybe 2 or 3 new words can be really helpful. So you can make your answer very actually simply. It's easy to make it and you don't need to use, I don't know, like complex structures, but it's not bad to add maybe 1 or 2 words, a new one. So IELTS vocabulary, and this works. Well, okay, let's talk about the things that you buy online. So what kind of things do you buy online?
Well, mostly I buy stationery online. Um, because I guess they are um, because I don't really emphasize on the quality of them because I guess most of the stationery are affordable for students. Um, but there are things I never buy, never purchase online. It's clothes because I must go out to try on them to make sure that it's look good on me, so I can decide to pick up it.
Very good. Okay, that's great. Just about try on, a good verb. That's really good. But this phrasal verb is separable, so it's okay. You can try them on. Try them on. So, but totally, that was really good. Okay. And well, next question. Okay, this is part 3 now. As you know, some abstract answers. Okay, it's not, direct answer now. Well, okay. My first question. Uh, do you agree or disagree that women spend more time shopping than men?
Um, Based on my experience, it's obvious that women spend much more time on shopping than compared to their counterparts. I think it's because of I think it's like part of the culture that before, when men is usually the breadwinners, and the women it's the one who look up who take care and look after the family, so they have to buy things like food, clothes, or any household applications. So and now it's become like part of their personality to choose things very carefully and to decide which should be paid or not.
Yeah, of course, very good. So as you said, women are more fashion conscious. Okay, but so they're happy or they become happy to hit the shops. Okay, to hit the shop. So, and especially, especially shopping for brand named clothes or accessories, a brand name. So again, you can use, well, but some of them are, some expensive items. Let me say something because we are talking about shopping. So about expensive. Uh, you know that we have different words and phrases that we can say, okay, something is expensive, it's costly, it's expensive, okay, and it's pricey. Another, actually one idiom, when something costs an arm and a leg, it's very expensive. So you can say this, okay, well, some people, and another one, some people like to browse. Do you remember browsing in shops? Searching, browsing, so you can use this one. And well, just the only point, except for the words that it's better to be used, the only point that I need to mention is that please avoid repeating examiner's question. That is really important not to repeat the same word. So I said, do you agree that women spend more time shopping? And you said, yes, I think women spend. Again, but if I were you, I would say, I would definitely say that women go shopping. It's easy, go shopping more often than men. And spend, longer looking for what they want, spend longer looking for what they want. So which means longer time looking for what they need to buy. So it's better. Now, first of all, so in part 3, the first thing, one line, paraphrase the question. After that, okay, you can add your answer. Well, so, and the next one, do you think, why do you think some people purchase things that they don't need?
Um, well, recently I hear a phrase like fear of missing out. So basically, it's kind of person um, who wants, for example, if there's a sale, um, if there's a sale in the shop, they could go for it without really need of the items, but they just buy it because they fear that there won't be the sale event later. So, so I think in these days, there are more and more people have personality like this. So and they just afraid of not having the same event again,
Yeah.
and they just go buy things they don't really need, and I think it's such a waste of time and a waste of money.
Yeah, of course, very good. So here, the answer was good. First of all, the answer was good, but which word, which words you can use? The first one, because I said people buy something that they don't need. How to paraphrase this? I say, okay, I think, in my opinion, I believe, okay, unnecessary purchase. Unnecessary purchase. Okay, unnecessary purchase is made here, grammatical structures. So, okay, this is present. Normally, it's better to use present time, but how to manage my tense, how to use. So, I can use with passive. So, I can say, in my opinion, unnecessary purchase is made for several reasons. Don't forget about using throwaway society. Do you remember? People who actually are used to throwing things away, even, they are usable. So just because they want to buy a new one. So we have throwaway society that you can mention here. It's really good to mention. And another one, you can talk about being shopaholic, people who are obsessed with. So shopaholic people, you can, people who are obsessed with shopping, and throwaway society, people who tend to throw everything away after even a short period of time because, like moody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Actually, some people on, we have an idiom, like a phrase. When you are on an emotional roller coaster, it means your mood is changed regularly. Like now it's okay. Okay, I like to buy this. 1 hour later, so I don't know, one day later, oh, I don't like this. So people who their moods change again and again, they are normally on an emotional roller coaster. So that you can use. So it's something related to maybe people's mood. Some people are a bit moody, so you can say, well, okay. And so let's keep going with the next topic. Okay, that was really good. Your answers, good, perfect. Okay, just, that's really normal. sometimes you know the word that you don't use. That's really normal. Everyone does this and it's really normal, but try to, the purpose of reviewing is to use them. Okay, but that was perfect. Your answers were definitely good. Okay, let me ask you another question, that is health. Okay, another one. So my first question, okay, tell me, what do you do to stay healthy?
Um, well, I think that the most obvious way to keeping fit and having a good health condition it's diet. Um, a good nutrition meals and a balanced diet, including 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 vitamins and fruit, vegetables will help to build a healthy body. And I think that exercises are good for health too. But it's a addition factor for body.
Very good. That was perfect. Just, don't forget about workouts, instead of exercise, that. And you can also add getting enough sleep. So all those items as well as getting enough sleep. That was perfect. You could use. Okay, well, and tell me, do you get ill very often?
Um, well, not really. I was born with good health, so I rarely got sickness or some disease related to my health. And I get when I grow up, I'm health conscious. I care about my body and my health inside, so I try to care for my diet and also for working out.
Yeah, very good. Just, you said disease related to my health. This one is not good. When you say, of course, disease, of course, it's something related to your health. When your body, physically or mentally, is not in a good condition, we say it's disease or illness, okay? So, yeah, you can say, that was really good. I was born, I am is better. I'm a I am fortunately, I'm in good health. That was really good. And you can also say, I am fit and kicking. So this is another actually phrase that you can use. Fit and kicking. Okay, and what it means when you say to be fit and kicking, like to be full of energy, healthy, alive. Okay, so or alive and kicking. So both are usable and you can say full of energy. So I try to work out, but totally, that was really good. Okay, well, and tell me, uh, are you careful about what you eat?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Of course. Are you careful about what you eat?
Yes, as I said before, I'm very conscious about my health and body. So I always try to build a healthiest diet, which includes full of uh, food, including
Nutritious, you mean? Nutritious or
yeah,
nourishing?
nutrition.
Yeah,
Nourish. Yeah.
yeah, that was really good. About conscious, that's really good to use it, but use it as a collocation. I am health conscious. I'm a kind of health conscious. So why not? You don't need to say conscious about, okay? This is a collocation that you can use, and it can be with different, it can be used with different words like, money, like, for example, price, like health, okay. Well, so you can say, if you buy takeaways, for example, of course, we can say health conscious, so I rarely buy takeaways. So like junk food takeaways, and I don't know, maybe sometimes or rarely when I go out with friends for fish and chips or something for junk food. So I would rather, even I go somewhere to eat fast food, I would prefer to have a healthy one, a healthier one, like I don't know, fish with some peas or something like this. Okay. Well, and tell me, about part three. Let's move on. Part three. The first question. Well, let me find a good question for you. Okay. Uh, why do some people choose to live unhealthy lives?
Um, I think that unhealthy life here can mean that they consume a lot of takeaways, packaged food, and they don't uh, uh, do exercise frequently, and I think the cause behind this it's first because they are lazy, or they don't really have time for this because of their over workload. They cannot balance their life and work. Um, and I think the maybe the other reason for this is they are not care enough about their health, so they don't go for something healthy. They don't go for healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, very good. Just um, they don't care. Yeah, of course. It's something about laziness, as you said. Of course, it's about laziness because they don't take enough exercise. Okay, of course, in many cases is laziness. They drink and too much, they eat too much, consume, as you said, consume is a good one. For eat, that was really good. Okay, and so maybe they don't care about long-term damage of eating too much, long-term damage to, to their body, of course, so they don't care. So maybe you can mention this one. And actually, it's really difficult to change your dietary habits. It's really, when you are used to here, it's really good. So let me write, because you can mention this, dietary habits. And now here you can use used to, because when you are used to eating unhealthy food, junk food, that's really difficult to change your habits. Okay, and you need to find motivation to exercise, and finding motivation is really difficult. Because of this, we see lots of overweight, unfit people on the street. So overweight, unfit, and you can talk about obesity, so the state of being fat. Okay. Well, and the next question, do you think people have become more health conscious in recent years?
Um, well, based on my experience, there are growing tendency of people to care more about their appearance, so they care about their diet and how and what they eat, because in order to keep fit and in order to stay in fit, people must have dietary habits and working out frequently. So I think that it's a good thing because they care about their body, and thanks to that, their health got improved a lot.
Yeah, very good. So as you said, many people are concerned about living a healthy lifestyle. So become more health conscious. Paraphrase to many people are more concerned about living a healthy lifestyle. But you can also talk about maybe the other group of people on the other hand. We see lots of overweight people on the street, people who don't care or who don't take good care of their health. Take care or take good care of your health. So that's good to use it. Okay, well, and last question. Okay, what are the benefits, health benefits of playing a sport, any kind of it?
Um, um, the benefit of sport is to burn calories, burn energies that they take into to their body through food, through nutrition, and the way of we exercise. It's to um, it's um, may I start again?
Of course.
Yeah. Um, I think that exercising or playing sport plays an important role in building a healthy body because it keep our body and mind active, and it's burns our calories taken in our body by food. So with playing sports or working out, people can lose weight and to um, lose weight. But I guess it's just an addition part of our dietary because it just appears as a assistant for body, but it's not our main focus.
Yeah, okay, very good. So the only thing that you normally forget about is that you forget about paraphrasing the question in part three. So of course you directly answered. That's good. Of course it's right. Okay, but it's better. So for example, what are the health benefits of playing sports? So in my opinion, in my view, I think, okay, there are many great health benefits to be gained from taking part in sports activities. So you can use passive, so great health benefits to be gained from taking part in sport activities. So, and then, of course, that was really good. So why not? You can talk about physical and mental health. So physical health, as you mentioned, that was perfect. Mental health is a good way to relieve stress. So to relieve stress, so you can, and improve, actually it's a really good way to improve work-life balance. So you work out, and of course, so it's good to talk about mental health as well as physical health. But that was perfect. That was really good. Okay, and well, okay, tell me, keep going or new topic. So it's your choice.
I think we can keep going.
Of course. So, okay, let me ask you another question. Environment. So tell me, do you think population is a big problem nowadays?
Um, um, well, in my opinion, human beings are a big threat to environments and ecosystem around us nowadays. Um, because because of people basic needs. Um, no, maybe we have like I think we've may I start again?
Of
In
course.
my opinion, humans are a big threat to environment. For long years of industrialization, we've been cutting a lot of trees and emitting exhausted emissions from the industrial and factory into the air. So it's mean that we destroy and damage the air and that lead to air pollution, water pollution, and other kinds of pollution. But
Very good.
but on the other hand, there are um, there are environmental consequences that's caused by natural disaster like flood, drought, or storm.
Yeah, of course, of course. Environmental consequences that caused by, okay, maybe natural factors like, so I think it's better to change. So we have, on the other hand, we have some natural disasters, okay, that caused by natural, maybe something like factors or causes. So it's different. Okay, so it's, but yeah, you can like flood, like for example, I don't know, storm, hurricane. So you can mention them, but that was so, as well as maybe uh, our footprints. So, okay, tell me about the ways that we can do to prevent the environment from pollution. Yeah, as you said, we are making the environment polluted, so it can be air or water. So how to prevent?
Um, I get that pollution causes because our lack in our awareness about lack in awareness and conscious about the environment. So the first way in preventing process is to raise public awareness about how we have damaged the environment and suggesting some several ways we can do in order to protect and preserve the environment. Um,
Yeah, very good.
and yeah, and
That,
the other solution I can think of it's to raise a fund for governments in order to carry out some task relating to this to
yeah.
to the environment.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so that was really good. Okay. Well, so you think yes, we need to raise people awareness in order to know about maybe environment and the result and consequences of pollution on the environment. So that what can we do? So you can, for example, talk about the first one, that the most important. Okay, how to train people and help them to learn how to recycle as much rubbish as they can to reduce carbon footprint. You know this because this is the first issue. You know that the first and the most important one is to release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. That you know, and it's something related to pollution. So if we learn how to recycle, of course we can reduce or our carbon footprint. Well, and tell me, are you worried about climate change?
Um, I do, and and I think everyone who is um, who is environment conscious are also worrying about this, because it's become a global concern around the global concern that will cause other other significant consequences to people and to the future, and that's why it's always become a hot topic all around the world, and every person, even young students, are taught are being raised awareness about this.
Are being raised awareness. This structure is not good here. It's not good because you said some students, okay, you can say yes, they have been trained about, for example, in order to raise their awareness. So this one is better. And when I say, are you worried? You said, yeah, yes, I do. I wouldn't say that. So, yeah, you can say, yes, I am, most definitely, of course, for sure. So different phrases that, but yes, I do. It here for the beginning was not good one, okay? And after that, it's good to talk about global warming. So, because you know that global warming causes lots of natural disasters like storms, like hurricane, like typhoon, okay? So we need to actually every governments and individuals, okay, need to do more to combat, to fight, to deal with climate change and global warming. So here it's good to mention these two, okay, maybe issues. And tell me, do you use, this is part one, do you use renewable energy?
Sorry.
Do you use renewable energy?
um well, definitely. I think that these days renewable energy, it's encouraged to use more, to to use more, in especially in household, and in the and in other aspect of our life, like it can be replaces to uh, it can be used to save fuels, to fossil fuels, and to save the environment. um,
Well, so that was really good answer, but for part three, Here
Yes.
is because this is part one. As I told you, you need to answer directly. So it's about you. If you use, for example, you can say, not at the moment because we don't. For example, I really want to change my house to, I don't know, solar power, but panels are too expensive. And of course, for me to buy, so I can't. And I still use fossil fuels or non-renewable resources, so that because this is something related to you, it's better to talk about yourself. This is part one. In part three, your answer was perfect for part three, but for part one, no, directly. Abstract answers are for part three. So you have an introduction, paraphrase the question, and then general speaking. But part one, directly answer the question. So here you can talk about solar power. That is the most common, maybe, uh, renewable energy source nowadays. And of course, it's not really common, in some countries because, of course, panels are so expensive, so costly, so they are not affordable for everyone. Okay, so people still use, or we still use, fossil fuels or non-renewable resources. Okay, and tell me, do you take an interest in nature?
Um. Well. It's well not really. Before we studying about science, I have literally no interest about learning about things. May I start again?
Of course,
Uh,
yes.
yeah. So, not really. I study because I have to. Before coming to high school, I have never uh, I have no interest in researching and reading about things around me like nature, environment or ecosystem, things like that, because I think that it's a bit boring, tedious, and it's complicated to know about. But
Yeah,
now I think all useful to 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 take some to take notes about some knowledge about it.
yeah, okay. So before coming, so this one is not good for you. So just before high school, before starting, before high school, okay, but coming, as you know, is something physically, your position physically, if you're coming or going. So you don't need, okay, you don't need just before high school. Maybe you have a different mind about wildlife, about nature, about wildlife, but of course, you change your mind because you found it a bit, I don't know, tedious or boring to think about. Maybe it's not your thing. It's not something that you are really interested in or you want to know about. But, nowadays you think that, okay, it's good to know something. Okay, of course, you can say that you are not expert, but you know something about natural habitats or wildlife. Just 3 words, and that's enough. Well, okay, so part three now about environment. So let me ask you some questions. Well, my first question, okay, part three, if I can, okay, so, uh, what measures can individuals take to protect the environment? Here, answer indirectly.
Um, uh, there are several ways that I've been taught in order to preserve the environment. Um, and um, and the easiest way, it's to it and the easiest way to do it's to learn to learn fully about the cause, the consequence, the cause and effect of environment. Once we are fully aware of what of how environment important it's important to us, we can we can um, we can change our habits. For example, in buying, instead of using plastic bag, we change it. We can replace by using paper bag or reusable bag. Um, some small change in habits like that, uh, if um, if been if been repeated in a long time, can make a significant change.
Yeah, very good. That was really good. So first of all, you mentioned reusable, and so, but first, why not? Okay, if you say reusable, so it's perfect to say disposable because you said plastic. So, okay, generally speaking, you can say disposable products. You know that the opposite of reusable. So why not? We need to cut down on our use of disposable products like plastics. Okay, and we can use reusable. So why not? Okay, so and conserve, protect, conserve, another word that is really good, especially talking about environments. So you can conserve natural environments, okay, with in different maybe ways. And we can become more energy efficient. By what? By maybe turning off lights when we don't need. So why not energy to be energy efficient? So when we don't need, let's turn the light off. So it's okay. And we can, okay, instead of using or personal car or I don't know vehicles, we can use bicycle or we can maybe make some short journeys on foot. So why not on foot? So it's a good way. And yeah, of course, uh, this is maybe the best way. So we need to that's this one. Do you remember that I told you make something a point? It means to be sure. So we need to be sure that we know about maybe conservation, about issues, environmental issues. So we need to make it a point to learn more. So make it a point to learn more, to maybe do more, to take actions, okay? Wow. And so this is about environment. A few questions related to technology because we discussed before. Okay, tell me about technology, computer. Okay, how often do you use a computer and for what purpose?
Um, I'm a student, and a computer it's a indispensable part of my student life. I most of the time I use computer or other digital devices for studying and entertaining. But mostly I use it for researching informations and uh, get up and get myself updates with new news, new things, new information uh, with things around my life.
That was really good to be updated. Yeah, of course, with some news and the latest, maybe news and information, the latest, the newest. That was really good. Okay, and have you ever taken a course to improve your computer skills?
I have done several computer courses at school, and and after each course, we have a final examination and got a certificate of it.
Yeah, so to assess, to evaluate your skill. So assess or evaluate. So you have a final exam to assess and or evaluate your skills. So are you professional expert in computer or no?
Not really. I'm not an expert on computer, but I definitely know some basic skills um, about basic IT, like Words, PowerPoint, or Excels.
Very good. So you are not a computer buff, but you know and you can do everything you need. Very good. Okay. And so tell me, which device do you prefer to use for browsing the internet?
Sorry?
Which device do you prefer to use for browsing the internet? Like, for example, your phone or tablet or laptop. So which one?
Um, I guess I spend most of my time doing my things on my mobile phone. First, because it is small, it is easy to put in pocket, it is portable, so it's much more convenient to carry it. It's more convenient than computer to carry it around.
Yeah, you can have access and
Yes.
the internet and for example social media whenever or wherever you are, so because it's easy to carry. That was really good. And the last question, do you enjoy using the internet?
Um, well, definitely. As I said, it's a part of my student life. So, and I can't imagine myself can survive without a day of internet or phone or tablets. Um, and I
Yeah,
get it's completely normal, and yeah.
yeah, so that was really good. So actually we can say that especially because technology like computers, and mobile smartphones, computers, they are game changers. Do you remember that I told you it's something like something that changes maybe an existing situation or activity? So you can say it changed everything in our life. So you can say it's a game changer. It changed everything in our lives, especially in modern life. So we can use computer, laptop technology, or I don't know, internet. I think is game changer. Well, so I can't consider my life without it. Okay, first of all, thank you. You are perfect, and thank you for starting and learning what we discussed and what we learned together. That was perfect. Your answers were uh, perfectly done and perfectly, we can say perfect and complete answers. Yeah, that's really normal. Sometimes we forget about some new words or phrases, but totally, you were perfect today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for today.
You're
And good
welcome.
luck.
Bye. See you. Bye.